Hi everyone, and welcome to episode number 126 of the Karen Knits podcast. My name is Karen, and I'm coming to you from South Central Pennsylvania, where I live, where I work, where I knit, and get into all kinds of other shenanigans. I'm so happy to have you here with me today. It is Saturday, September 10th, 2022, and it's a gorgeous day outside today. It's nice temperature, it's in the low 70s. Overcast now, looks like we might be getting a storm later today, but that's fine. It's gorgeous. I love this time of year. So if you're a new viewer, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you enjoy it here. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back for another week to see what I've been up to. I'm so happy to have you here with me week after week. So I had a giveaway. It's closed now. I will be posting a separate tiny short little video that it actually might be posted before this video is posted. I'll post them both today, but I'll just say congrats to the winners, and I'll get you to get a hold of me and we'll get your prizes sent out to you as soon as possible. Probably in the next few days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days, I'll head to the post office and get those shipped out to you. So on to a regular scheduled programming. So I've been monogamous again this week, and I am on short sleeve island. So I have been working on my Empress top since I last talked to you. I haven't worked on any other project. All in all, Empress top. So this is a pattern by Sari Nordlund, and it's really looking like a sweater now. I'm so happy with it so far. I love the color. So I still have a million ends to weave in, or it seems like a million ends. So last week I was almost done going around and around in circles, and I was almost at the point where I was ready to separate for the front and back. So since I saw you last, I finished that portion, finished the back, finished the front, and have a decent start on the first sleeve. So I am doing this as a short sleeve sweater, so it will be probably a similar length as this one is here. I want it to come just above the elbow. So I've got a little ways to go yet, but I will admit doing the first part of the sleeve was tedious. There was what felt like a million short rows. But that makes a nice cap on the top of the sleeve. So it curves it down very nicely. So nice progress on this. It's just a coincidence that I don't have a ball of yarn attached to the end. What happened was I was getting closer to the end of the second ball of yarn that I'm using. It's Loops and Threads Wool-like. It's a light fingering weight yarn, but I was getting closer to the end of the second skein of yarn and I found a knot. I hate it when I find a knot in my yarn. Sirens are coming. Now I lost my train of thought. So that's my Empress top. I am hoping that when I see you next week, I will be wearing it. I just have to finish the one sleeve, do the second sleeve, and I've got the whole week to do that. So it should be a finished object next week. And then hopefully you'll also get to see me cast on something new. I haven't been doing much other knitting other than my Empress top for the last almost a month. I've been quite monogamous recently with the Empress top, just because I've had it on the needle since I believe April, and it's time to have that baby done. And as I said, I want to be able to wear it while it's still nice weather out. So that's the extent of my knitting content for today. The rest is just going to be nattering. Actually, not entirely. I have ordered yarn from Holst for my Twists and Turns mystery shawl by Stephen West that will be starting up the beginning of October. So when that yarn arrives, I will do an unboxing, and hopefully it should be here by the time I film next week. I've got the shipping notification that it's on the way. It's left Denmark, so it should be here hopefully by the end of the week. The week coming up now. We're on Saturday right now. So it should be here by the end of this upcoming week. So we shall see. So I'll do an unboxing of that, and then I will show it to you next week when we podcast next. So today is my husband and mine 34th wedding anniversary. So he's at work for a couple hours. He had to get a few things done before Sunday morning church service. I'm getting my podcasting done now while he's out of the house and it's all nice and quiet. So, a couple things. This is not a mini bouquet. Nothing mini about the bouquet today. I went for the big one. So, isn't that gorgeous? Look at all those colors. It's almost all flower. Oh, it's so pretty. So this is my anniversary bouquet of flowers, and I love it. It is so pretty, so pretty. So I'll go back to probably a miniature one next week, but for now, this is a full bouquet, one of her more expensive ones. I don't care. I love it. Let me get this. I'm gonna hurt the poor little fleurs. So, anniversary bouquet, and it's gorgeous. I think it's so pretty. And the other thing I got, take a close look. Oh, I don't know. See him down there? I don't even know if it's gonna focus. I hope it focuses. This is a monarch butterfly kit, I think is what she called it. There should be 2 or 3 monarch butterfly caterpillars in there. Look at him nibbling away on that piece of milkweed. So we'll keep him in this jar for, he's getting pretty big, so he should soon finish eating. I gotta give him a little spritz. I have to give him some more milkweed because she did give me an extra baggie with more milkweed to feed it, because that's what the monarch butterfly caterpillars love to eat. Then in the next short while, it will develop into a chrysalis, or the little cocoon, and then within about roughly 2 weeks from there, the monarch butterfly will emerge and be ready to fly away once his or her wings are dry. So I'm excited about this. I think it's so cool. I'll take some pictures of it. I'll try to document some of his or her. There's at least one in there. The woman said she had her kids collecting the caterpillars. She said there should be 2 or 3 caterpillars in there, but there's a lot of hiding spots where the other guys might be hiding. I can't quite see them. So it's my little monarch butterfly kit, and I'll keep you posted. Hopefully it comes to be, and it grows up to be a monarch butterfly that will be released. My sister, what's the right word? Grows? No, they don't grow. She has milkweed plants in her garden, and she collects the caterpillars as they start to appear, and then she has 2 protective containers for them, And what she does is her husband built her a couple cases for their protection, because last year she had several that developed into the chrysalis, the little cocoon stage, but predators got them. So hornets and wasps like to eat the chrysalis. So she lost a bunch last year. So he made her this case to keep them in and keep them protected. So when I was home visiting in July, I was watching them. So she had, I think she had over 30 to 40 caterpillars in the case. And then as they develop into the chrysalis, she moves them from that case where she feeds the milkweed. So at this stage, she's got a much fancier case than an old pickle jar. And she transfers them over to another case where the chrysalis, and she has all the chrysalis suspended on cords, so that they're all hanging one after the other. And then as they start to emerge, she takes them outside the second case, and they fly away. As soon as their wings are dry, they go. So I'm really excited to see if this works for us. So there's one in there. I'll give him some more food and take care of him, and hopefully he soon turns into a chrysalis, and I'll keep you posted. Hopefully I end up with little baby monarch butterflies that emerge and fly away. Because the monarch butterfly has just been added on to the list of endangered species just this summer. So if I can help to have a couple more, 2 or 3 more monarch butterflies be released into the world, I'm happy. So stay tuned till next week and see the progress on my little monarch butterfly babies, or whatever you call them. So that was another fun thing we got at the market today. And what else? Oh, story time. On Tuesday, hubby and I were in the kitchen, getting late. We have a weird eating schedule. We don't often eat breakfast at like an earlier time in the morning. Neither of us are usually super hungry in the morning. So often, especially on a Tuesday and a Thursday morning, when my husband's finished, he's got a regular meeting at 10 o'clock on both Tuesday and Thursday mornings. And he's usually done 10:30, 10:45, maybe 11 at the latest. And then we get our lunch together, or breakfast, whichever. And then we're good till supper time. So we typically just have the 2 meals a day. So Tuesday morning we were in the kitchen getting our breakfast together about 11:15. Hear a noise, turn and look, and hear on our fridge, it's got the 2 long doors. One side is the fridge, the other side it opens up, and it's a full freezer with the shelves in it. And on the freezer door there is an ice and water dispenser. Well, we look over, and here the freezer is, the water dispenser just starts up, and water is pouring out onto our kitchen floor. So we're just like, ah! So I grab a cup, I'm trying to catch it. I hit the lever part that you normally press the cup up against to release the water to come out. The lever was forward, as it should be when it's off, and pressing it did nothing. The water just kept peeing out of the fridge or the freezer side. So hubby gets under the kitchen sink and turns the cold water tap off to shut the thing off. So then we had to clean up this little miniature flood in our kitchen. Sent a text to the landlord. We rent, we don't own, we rent an apartment. And so sent a text to the landlord, and he came by with one of his repair guys. They came by to take a look at it. So later in the afternoon, so when we when they turned the water back on, of course, the fridge didn't do anything. It sat there just like it normally does, doing nothing. So he is going to have, he has a guy that does specialty work just on fridge repair. So he is supposed to have come back by either yesterday afternoon, which he did not, or on Sunday afternoon. So hopefully he'll be able to fix it so it doesn't do this again. Because if we had not been home, that water could have run all day and we would have had a huge flood in our apartment. And it would have gone through possibly into the apartment next door to us and downstairs there's a restaurant below us that's under renovation right now. So it could have just come through the floor and caused problems there. And they're not always down there, so if it started leaking, they might not have even been in and noticed it if we had been away from home, and it could have been going for hours and hours and hours. So I am just so thankful that we were home and in the kitchen when it actually started. So I have no idea what happened, why it did that. The repair guy, the regular maintenance guy that he brought with him, they had no idea what could have possibly been wrong. So what we have to do in the meantime is we just have the cold water tap under the fridge, or the cold water under the sink is shut off in the kitchen right now. So we have no cold water in the kitchen. It's just the hot water tap that works. So we don't trust having the water on when we're not home. And even when we are home, I wouldn't trust it to work properly if I'm at one end of the apartment and the kitchen's at the opposite end of the apartment. And the apartment is long and narrow, relatively narrow. It's a long apartment. So the distance from the kitchen to the front room where I am, by the time the water finally got down to here and I noticed it was flooding, we would have been in serious trouble by then. So hopefully he will have his guy come by tomorrow afternoon to fix it. Or what I'm actually really hoping is that he just gives us a new fridge. That's what I'm hoping. The landlord did take measurements of the door frames, like the inside of the door frames, to see what the maximum size he could fit through the doorways would be. And he was trying to remember how they even got our fridge up here initially, because the fridge is wider than the doorways are. So the only way it could have fit through is they must have taken the front doors, the fridge and freezer doors, off to get it through the doorways and then put the doors back on the fridge. So hopefully by next week I have an update on my fridge and an update on my little monarch butterflies, and hopefully I have a finished object to show you. That's a lot of things to show you, isn't it? So it's been a busy week. University is going well. Classes are going well. I'm enjoying it. Like I say, I enjoy my job. I enjoy the teaching side of it. I enjoy doing the research, and work is going well. Knitting is going well, and my pretty flowers. So this is a little bit shorter episode today, even with all my stories. I think I shall let you go. I'm going to get the editing done on this, and then when the hubby gets home from work this afternoon, we'll have to decide what we want to do for supper tonight. We're almost thinking what we might do is, there's a pizza restaurant down the road, and the hubby and I each like a different kind. I love a meat lover's pizza. I'm a carnivore all the way. Apologies to any vegetarians and vegans in my crowd. I love a meat lover's pizza. He likes the deluxe, the one that has like the pepperoni, a couple meats, peppers, onions, mushrooms. He likes the mix with both meat and veggies on his pizza. So typically what we do when we want to have pizzas, we each order a large pizza, and then we'll have a couple pieces the first day, and then we have the rest of 2 pizzas for the next several days. So I'll usually have a piece of pizza the next day for breakfast. I'll pack up a piece or two to take for lunch at work. So that's probably what'll happen. I'm thinking we might go out and have pizza, so we'll order the pizza. We'll eat the first couple pieces each in the restaurant, and then we'll pack up the leftovers and bring them home, and then we've got pizza for Sunday and Monday or Tuesday. At church tomorrow we're having a potluck. They're doing Chilean hot dogs and tacos. It's a weird combination, but it is what it is. And people are asked to bring, the church is providing the hot dogs and the taco stuff, and we're just asked to bring a dessert or a side dish. So I have a cake that I will be making later this afternoon. It's probably one of the easiest cakes on the planet to make. You take a box of angel food mix, like a boxed angel food cake mix, dump that into a bowl, just the powder. Take a large can of crushed pineapples, dump that into the bowl, liquid and all, mix it together, put it in a pan, bake it. It is the moistest, most delicious cake ever. I love that cake. So it's like 20-25 minutes at like a 325 degree Fahrenheit oven. So it's a really easy, delicious cake. So I have to cook that this afternoon. Then we'll probably go out for pizza, and then we'll watch a couple movies at home this evening, which will give me time to knit, which is a good thing. So on that note, I already started saying goodbye a couple minutes ago. I'll say goodbye for real this time. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you guys back in a week. Bye.